Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, congratulations to you both. Same question, if I can, to both of you. Just kind of what this means for you, your journey. You've got your training tops on there, but you're going to have a Lions jersey on in a couple of days. What that means for you both and your journeys getting here.
Yeah, for myself, last weekend was quite special, putting that jersey on for the first time, and I'm really looking forward to this weekend, putting the #1 jersey on and getting out there and getting started here in South Africa.
And when in just terms of your journey getting there as well, you've achieved an awful lot with Wales, but how is this different? Can you put into words for those that have been watching this tour perhaps for the first time, getting into Lions for the first time, what it means?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal, to be honest. You playing with men you'd only play against, in Six Nations every year, or with your clubs or whatever. So it's nice to get to know new people and play alongside some world class players.
And Chris, you just if you can, your journey and what this means for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute honour to be pulling on the jersey for the first time. I'm just really looking forward to it. I'm absolutely buzzing. Similar to what Wyn said, it's pretty surreal to go from sort of playing at uni and working my way up through Newcastle and representing Scotland. Like this, it's just amazing to be able to pull on that jersey, and I'm honestly looking forward to it. It's going to be a challenge, and a challenge that I'm willing to relish.
Chris, just stay with you in terms of the game now itself. It's such a short, compact tour for obvious reasons. There's always pressure to win, but in a tour like this, you just almost can't afford to lose because you need the momentum going into games every 3-4 days.
Yeah, completely. We obviously got off to a really good start against Japan, and look, we're here to hit the ground running in South Africa with another win. Obviously, it's a new sort of team, new combinations, but we've had a good week or two's training together, and we're looking pretty sharp. So, look, it's definitely a game that we're looking to win as with the other ones, so we can hit the test matches running.
And Chris, just a question I'll ask Wyn in a moment as well. Just the unusual nature of the tour. The COVID bubble that you've got to work within, and obviously there are further restrictions within South Africa as well. First of all, how are you coping with it, but also maybe how are you trying to lighten the mood, switch off and have a bit of fun as well? Yeah,
it's been like this for a while. We've been in our respective international camps, and it's been the same sort of thing. And look, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. We're lucky enough that we can actually go on tour and still play rugby, and that's what's most important. In terms of downtime, there's plenty of stuff going on, plenty of stuff to do to keep ourselves occupied. It's just it is unfortunate that we can't sort of get out and about, but look, it is what it is, and at the end of the day, it's important that we're sticking and remaining within the bubble.
And Wyn, just sort of a similar question to you, if I may, just about the peculiarities of being a professional sportsman and now being on tour in the Lions, where it's difficult just to walk outside the hotel. How do you cope with it, and sort of give us an idea of some of the committees and some of the things you've got coming up in the coming weeks? Yeah,
just like to echo what Chris said, really. You got to make it your advantage, I suppose. We're a close team now, and I think the bubble's brought us all closer. We spend a lot of time together, and that can only be an advantage. We've got some committees and entertainments in place, to keep boys occupied, and we're having a good time together, despite not being able to leave the hotel.
And just a quick question to you, Wyn, as well. Listen, it's a challenge for everyone, but the South Africans, always been renowned for not just the back eight, but the front three, the front five. How much are you professionally looking forward to the challenge that may lay ahead for you? Yeah, definitely.
We know what South Africa bring. There'll be a big pack, and every team we face out here, there'll be a big front five. They'll want to scrum them all, and they're very good at that. So, not for myself as a prop, it's a challenge that I'm looking forward to, and one I can't wait to get into.
Both of you, thanks Wyn, thanks Chris for your time as well, much appreciated, and good luck now at the weekend.
Thank you.
David.
Just a couple of questions for Wyn, if I could please. Hi Wyn, it's Dad from the BBC. I hope you're well. Just on South Africa, you mentioned it, Geraint. Obviously the last time you faced them would have been in the World Cup semi-final. I remember speaking to a few of the Welsh players who played in 2013 after some tough losses against Australia. Is there an element of wanting to avenge those defeats for you and the English lads who lost in the final?
Yeah, most definitely. For myself personally, losing to South Africa very narrowly was tough to take. But yeah, this kind of feels as we got a second chance at it, and I definitely wouldn't want it to happen again. So yeah, like I said earlier, we know what they bring, as in they're a big, powerful pack and a big, powerful team, and yeah, that's something that we'll we look forward to taking on.
And similar to the previous Lions tour, when you drew in New Zealand, who were world champions at the time, you're taking on the world champions. So does that add something extra to this tour?
Yeah, of course it does. The reigning world champions, the best team in the world, and you want to measure yourself against the best in the world, and this is a great opportunity for us to do so.
And just finally, you touched on the entertainment committees and those kind of things. Are you able to name names? Anyone fall foul of Kangaroo Court or anything like that?
I'm not sure how much I can name, to be honest with you, because Mac will be after me with the fines. But yeah, no, I think less said the better.
Nice one. All the best with it.
Thank you.
I've got one for Chris, if that's all right.
No worries.
Chris, I've sensed a lot of excitement from people about the backline selection in particular here for the weekend. Looking at 10, 12, 13 partnerships, how excited are you about, firstly, having the recognition of the way that Finn plays, but then also the chance to develop this understanding with Owen Farrell as well?
Yeah, obviously, I've played quite a bit with Finn. He's exciting, isn't he? And it'll be good to run out in a Lions jersey with him and see how we can click the weekend in that regard. With regard to Owen, he's obviously a brilliant player, brilliant leader, and it's been good to listen and learn from him and sort of pick up his traits, so as I can bring my game with him, and hopefully that'll sort of click nicely.
Hi Chris, congratulations. Just following on from that, Finn and Owen is a really intriguing one. They seem like very different characters. How are they kind of gelled on a personal level? No,
I think they've been gelling really well. It's almost good if it's that contrast of the two. I think it'll almost complement each other's game, and it'll bring a real variety. So it's going to be an exciting one for the spectator, and it's going to be enjoyable to play outside them both.
And just a word on Stuart Hogg, obviously stepped into the captaincy really well for Scotland. He's now got that honour with the Lions. What is it about Hoggy that makes him such a good leader?
Oh, look, he's developed as a captain for Scotland when he first started out, and he's been a captain for a little while now, and I think there's been that recognition, and look, he's got the honour of representing the Lions as a captain as well, and he is a brilliant leader, but he's also got plenty of brilliant leaders alongside him to sort of help him along the way. So I think it'll be a good game for him to start his captaincy as a Lions player.
Thanks Chris, best of luck.
Cheers bud.
Hi Chris, it's James from Planet Rugby.
Hello bud.
A quick one for you. Against Japan, we saw Steve's defensive system coming into operation, and with the greatest respect, I think it's fair to say in the second half, Matsushima in particular certainly challenged the defensive line. You as a very strong defender, how are you guys working around defending that 13-14 channel, especially considering the pace South Africa had in the wide channels? And what are you looking to do differently to really bring steel into the edge of the defence?
Oh look, I think it was the first game, wasn't it? It was the first time that a lot of those boys have defended within that system, and getting used to to each other's inside and outside. And look, I think the defence was really good on the whole. Japan have got some brilliant players, and like you said, they found inroads later on in the game. Fatigue might have been setting in. Ball in play time was really high. So look, it was a challenge. They're a decent side. And like we've looked, we've reviewed. There's little tweaks here and there that we can make, and we've put that into place this week, and hopefully you'll see a development in the defence, sort of game by game. We'll gradually be getting stronger and stronger each game, because there's still five games now before the first test. So look, there's been a lot of inroads made this week, and I think you'll see a real complete defensive performance this weekend.
Are you relishing, as I said to yourself, are you relishing the big hits that you'll experience in South Africa?
Oh look, it's look, I like that side of the game, and it's a challenge that I'm looking forward to, just getting stuck into, hopefully just sort of implement my game as I have done with Scotland and with Gloucester.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers, bud.
For Wyn. When you're looking at Rugby 365, I know teams always say they focus on themselves and open opposition, but how much do you know about Saturday's team? I mean, the only names you'll probably recognise is Jannie du Plessis and Jaco Kriel.
Yeah, like any team you play, you analyse the team beforehand. So we've analysed their attack, the defence, the set piece, like you do with playing any team, and we fully respect that they're a good team, a good set piece team as well. And so we'd have analysed it as any other team.
Would you have analysed them on the Rainbow Cup, which would be a very different team to the one you're facing on Saturday?
Yes, we would have, and we also would have tried to predict the team and see who we think might play and analyse that as well. So there's a bit more to it than just looking at the last 2 or 3 games, and we're trying to look at different combinations and try and see who will play against us.
Thank you.
Hi, Wyn, Simon Thomas here. Hope you're well, mate. Just thinking back when to days starting out with the junior drovers and then 100 games for Landivry. Do you sometimes, over the last couple of weeks, have to pinch yourself to think where you are from the journey you've taken?
Yeah, most definitely. I think it was 5 years ago I played my last game for Landivry. A year later, I gave my first cap, and then fast forward 4 years and I'm on Lions tour. So it's definitely, I go back to the room and pinch myself sometimes. I'm thinking, I'm really out there representing the Lions, and it's just a massive honour, and it's exciting for myself.
Just a quick one for Chris as well, if I can. Chris, you're obviously on the opposite side to Lewis Rees-Zammit in the Six Nations. Now you're on the same side of him. Are you glad of that? And what have you sort of made of him in training and the prospect of playing alongside him?
Well, I play alongside him week in, week out for Gloucester, so I know exactly what to expect. But yeah, he's obviously an exciting player, and I'm looking forward to playing alongside him, as I have done. And I'm sure he'll go really well. He's a young lad, and he's come a long way in a very short time, and that's credit to him. And as you say, it'll be good to have him on the team rather than me trying to catch up with him when he's run past me.
Good one, again.
Thank you.
Okay, so David, for some Welsh questions. So go on.
I was hoping that was something.
Unless Chris wants to try it.
No, thanks.
Wyn, Sean gyfeilliadau ar ddechrau gêm i'r llewod am tro cyntaf. Sut mae hynny'n teimlo?
Ie, mae'n just yn exciting iawn i fi. Oedd yn neis chwarae wythnos diwetha, neis cael y cap cyntaf, ond mae pawb mae'n dechrau bob gêm, a mae'n neis dechrau penwythnos hyn, a gobeithio gewn ni buddugoliaeth.
Ydy hwnna'n rhywbeth ti wedi breuddwydio am wneud ers o ti'n blentyn?
O'n mae'n just os wedi moyn chwarae Gymru a i'r llewod, ond mae'n go surreal iawn eistedd fan hyn nawr yn siarad i chi a mynd i chwarae i'r llewod ar penwythnos.
A sy'n mynd i bod yn y gafran? Chi wedi setlo nawr yn Africa?
Odyn, ni yn bubble fel o'n i yn Jersey a yn Edinburgh cyn ni, ond ni'n bubble gyda'n gilydd, ni'n agos iawn fel tîm a mi'n cymryd hwnna'n rhywbeth positif iawn.
Ni'n gwybod bod chi fel criw wedi arfer a byw mewn bubble fel chi wedi gwneud dros y blwyddyn diwetha. Sut ydych chi'n treulio amser sicrhau bod chi ddim yn diflasu? Mae
digon o committees gyda ni, digon o entertainments, mae boys yn wario cards, gael coffi, a just yn enjoyo cwmni'n gilydd, a mae hwnna'n rhywbeth enfawr, a fi'n credu mae hwnna'n rhywbeth sy'n mynd i helpu ni fel tîm.
Edrych ymlaen nawr at y gêm yma yn erbyn y llewod arall, be chi'n disgwyl ganddyn nhw?
Ni'n gwybod bod nhw'n tîm mawr, mae nhw'n pac rhif, mae nhw'n gweud scrums ar mols. Mae hwnna'n challenge bach wahanol lle Japan, ond mae rhywbeth ni'n edrych mlaen i.
A fi'n gwybod bod y gemau brawf ychydig o ffordd i ffwrdd dal i fod, ond be am yr her o wynebu De Affrica? Ti wedi wynebu nhw o'r blaen y Chymru, be chi'n disgwyl tro yma?
Debyg iawn i cwpan y byd. Mae nhw'n pac mawr iawn. Mae digon o depth gyda nhw'n ei sgwadfyd, a mae hwnna'n rhywbeth da iawn yn ei pac nhw. Mae rhywbeth ni'n gwybod am, a mae rhywbeth mae'n rhaid ni trio wneud yn well na byd ni yn y cwpan y byd. Oedd yn anodd colli iddyn nhw yn cwpan y byd, a mae hwnna'n rhywbeth licen ni newid rownd tro hyn.
Chi'n sôn am y gêm na. Os na oedd nhw eisiau talu'r pwyth yn ôl ar gyfer y gollen na yn Japan?
I fi'n bersonol ydy. O'n i'n gutted ar y pryd amser digwyddodd e, ond na rygbi yn y sport mae rai symud ymlaen, ond fi'n credu mae'n neis cael siawns arall ati a gobeithio newn ni well tro hyn.
A jyst i gloi, mae De Affrica yn bencampwyr y byd. Ydy e'n gymaint yn un fwy arbennig fel criw y llewodd i wynebu pencampwyr y byd?
Fi'n credu mae'n neud popeth bach mwy exciting, mae roi'r rhywbeth bach extra i'r gêm. Mae chwarae pencampwyr byd yn rhywbeth enfawr, a mae hwnna'n rhywbeth sydd dim ond yn adwy'r tor i gyd.
Gwych, pob lwc i ti. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch.
Thanks guys, thanks everyone. Cheers boys.
Lovely, thank you.